Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Top of the morning. Happy, what is today? July 16th. July 16th? How about them apples? Just like that, it's July 16th. Golly. Whew. It's going to be a powerful day. I can feel it. Every day is a powerful day, really. Right before I started this video, your silent hero. Silent hero. I don't classify myself as a hero. I'm just me, doing the dang thing. Fighting the good fight with a strong foundation. It came to me on my way home from taking my son this morning to work, and the uniqueness of my little community in the road. It's so unique on the road. I'm sure other people feel that. Golly, people just be weird. Peculiar behaviors behind the wheel. I tell you what. But when you got the law enforcement doing the exact same thing, I'm not sure what we expect. You know what I mean? When you look at things and you do the comparisons of the two, you know, what do you expect? What do you expect from people? Of course, they're going to act weird. We've got people being paid to not act weird, acting weird. People that get paid by our tax dollars acting weird. So of course we're going to have people acting weird. We're going to have people acting peculiar. It's just the mathematic solution makes sense. It makes plausible sense in my head. And so that's just kind of how I look at things, you know. But I don't consider myself a silent hero. I consider everybody a silent hero in their own way, in their own format, in their own secret sauce, in their own daily battle that they face, whether it's loudly or silently, whether it's sicknesses, whether it's systematic abuse, whether it's falling in line with a crowd, whether it's making sure you do what you're told in the way that you're supposed to do it so you're able to carry the substantial value that you carry in this unique world, whatever that looks like for you. We all have a uniqueness in our story. Every single one of us do, you know, and a lot of the turmoil, a lot of the trials, a lot of the tribulations, a lot of the surrounding particles that are part of it are typically based off your surroundings, based off your upbringing, based off the people you think you align with, based off the people you give power to in your world that you put on a pedestal. Whether that be government, whether that be people with badges, whether that be 3-letter digits, whether that be military, whether that be substantial people in your community that carry substantial weight, whether that be whatever, you fill in the blanks, you know, you give people in your world the power, however that looks like for you. You have the free will in that. You know, deep within your pit, deep within your hearts, deep within your discernment, deep within your intuition, who deserves that space and who doesn't. God shows you all the time throughout the day. People say things, people do things, and it gives you like the, you know, the little like ick. You're like, oof, I wish I wouldn't have said that out loud. But hey, whatever, right? It's one of those things. You know, when it comes to foundations, everybody has their own foundation that you build in your life. Strategically, based off your life story, based off your testimony, based off your trials and your tribulations, based off your hardships, based off your addictions, based off the people that were put in your life, divinely orchestrated for you to learn things within yourself. People aren't placed in your life just because there's a reason behind it. You got to figure out what that reason is. And if you're always pointing the finger instead of looking at the mirror that's being held up to you, then you're going to stand stagnant. And you're going to live in your ego. And some people like living in their ego, so give them space to live in it. You know, give them space. My foundation is a bit different. You know, I don't look for foundation to be built on materialistic things. I don't look for foundations to be built off wealth. I don't look for foundations to be built off clout, and I dang sure don't look for foundations to be built off influence. I don't. I believe foundations were designed to be built within. I believe people deserve to have a strong foundation within themselves on how they feel about themselves, understanding the parts of their story and why they had to walk through the things that they had to walk through, understanding that their feelings, their emotions mean something. So you need to feel through them. You need to quit allowing the exterior world to tell you what a foundation is supposed to look like, because the foundation starts within. How are you going to have an exterior sound foundation if you do not have a sound foundation within you? And standing on a strong foundation should start with morals and values and integrity and ethics, in your faith, in your spirituality, in your truth, and knowing what's right and wrong, listening to your consciousness that resides inside of you, the divine God sitting there right with you, telling you, in you, that little voice inside your head telling you what you should and shouldn't do, what is aligned and not aligned with you, how to not throw rocks and hide your hands, how to not point the finger when you don't know the full story, you don't know full scope, you don't know the line items, right? And I can tell you right now, a secret sauce for a strong foundation is learning not to be a doormat for people. Learning not to be a doormat for people. We weren't designed and put on this earth to be doormats to people. Now, there is a secret sauce when it comes to understanding the system that we all live in right now, when it comes to clocking in and clocking out and do what you need to do to make sure your babies eat, make sure, you're taken care of, make sure you have your goals set and things like that nature. It's a very intricate, it's a very complex world we live in right now. It truly is, in all businesses, all industries, all facets of it. We have so many people that are moving tunnel vision right now, so it's one of those things, you got to find that happy space for you, whatever that looks like for you. Everybody's different. But for me, my foundation started shifting when I learned that I was living in a world where I put myself as a doormat for other people. It was comfortable for me. It was all I knew. And so I found comfort in staying in that space and constantly allowing other people to dictate my path, dictate my feelings, dictate my wants, dictate my desires, dictate how I articulate things, dictate how I receive things. I gave that space to everybody, and now I've learned that when you give that space to other people freely, because it is your choice to be people's doormat, it's not anybody else's choice, it's your choice, and it's based off being broken, it's based off systematic abuse, it's based off conformity, it's based off materialism, it's based off all of these things. It's based off validation, and so when you get to a place, when you wake up to that, you're like, golly, when you recognize how it works with being a doormat, figuratively or physically, right? You recognize that I am actually, for me not being a doormat to you anymore, I am now doing a justice to you and to me at the same time, because I am now stopping it in its tracks of being a doormat that's going to create resentfulness, bitterness, and a fake false facade that I'm creating in your world by me being a doormat and allowing you to walk all over me. And it's nothing beknownst to you. You're just doing how you were taught and conformed, and so am I. But see, by me breaking that habit of being a doormat, I've now helped you and I've helped me in our pathway of building a strong foundation within my world and within your world. If people are in this world and they want doormats, allow them to have people in their life that want to be a doormat, and give them space for that. And recognize that you don't have to be a doormat unless you want to be. But recognize when you become a doormat and when you allow to be a doormat, you're going to grow resentful. You're going to grow bitter because you're not being truthful. You're not being honest. You're not telling people how they truly make you feel. You're not. Most people that are doormats don't, because they're trying to keep everybody happy. They're trying to keep the paths moving, strategically. Keep them flowing at ease. Keep their mouth shut. Pipe down.